Welcome, innovators, business owners, entrepreneurs, technology experts, academia, government R&D communities, and members of the North Carolina innovation ecosystem. This is Defense Technology Talks, hosted by the North Carolina Defense Technology Transition Office, or NC DEFTECH. This podcast will showcase various technologies with local and national experts who aim to solve complex national security problems. In the coming weeks, we will highlight North Carolinians with the potential to, or those that have positively contributed to enhancing the capabilities of our warfighters, law enforcement, and first responders. We will also feature government leaders in research and development who have helped shape the future in this domain. These podcasts are just one of the many free services provided by the North Carolina government to assist the North Carolina innovation ecosystem to thrive and provide solutions to our nation. Welcome back, everybody. This is Rob with the North Carolina Defense Technology Transition Office, and this is Defense Technology Talks. The Federal Textile Summit may be over, however, the conversation still continues. So we're going to bring you some updates from some of the companies that participated in the FEDTEX event so you can learn more about their companies and where to find information about them. Hopefully you enjoy these conversations. We enjoy doing them, and we will talk to you guys next time. Thanks. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rob Robinson from the Defense Technology Transition Office, or DEFTECH. I have John here from Legend Compression Wear, and I will pause there. Please tell us about your company and what brings you to FEDTEX.
Sure. My name's John Thomas. I'm the president of the company and founder. And actually, the reason we're here is Legend Compression Tactical produces and markets compression military socks. We call them Legend Compression Merino Wool Tactical Boot Socks for the military. And our whole mission is to maintain the health of the warfighter's feet, because every sock we make has graduated compression in it.
Yeah, graduated compression, very important. Most people don't think about how important your feet actually are. Like, if you go back to the old days of the military, like, oh, he's got flat feet and he can't come in, you know, like that used to be one of the standards many years ago for indoctrination into the military. But appreciate you coming on. So, sounds like your government problem that you're trying to solve is taking care of the feet. Where can we find out more information about you? Because we know that you're on the floor here today at FEDTEX, but definitely want to know more about your company so we can look you up.
Sure.
And if anybody's interested in getting some compression gear.
Yeah, absolutely. We manufacture our Legend Compression warm weather socks, all weather socks, and cold weather socks, and you can find them at www.legendcompressiontactical.com, or you can contact us at john@legendcompressionwear.com.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much. We appreciate you coming on the show today.
Thank you.
Hi, Rob. Thank you. My name is Temeka Norris. I am a registered nurse, and I own the company Capable Clothing. Capable Clothing is an apparel company that makes adaptive clothing for individuals with special medical needs and individuals living with a handicap. And as far as the warfighter, I create patented garments that allow you to lift, turn, and reposition patients or the wearer with ease, and it promotes patient dignity. Mm-hmm. And it helps in the healing process and easy access to body parts.
Now, I think super important. That's one of the things, like, you never really think about, like, body mechanics, right? And I think that's one of the things that we're disadvantaged as service members sometimes, because all we're caring about is our mission. And so, you know, patient care, customer care is one of the most important parts, and like our medics focus in on that. So if you're in the medical profession, care of your patient is important. But for like average guy on the street, like, hey, I'm just going to move this guy, get him to where he needs to get off the X so I can take care of him. But considering all the other aspects of patient care is very important. So I think that's a great use case that you're working on.
Thank you. It's actually a two-part problem. The number one problem is you want to be patient. You want to be very careful with the patient. You want to give them the best rate of survival. You want to give them quick intervention. And the second part is the person who's moving that patient, you want to give them the opportunity to have great body mechanics and not injure themselves.
Yeah. Well, and the other part of it is not everybody's a trained medical professional in an emergency, right? So it's particularly in the military. So like if I had like IED or some kind of random fall or something like that, I'm not going to be like, I'm just thinking I got to, you know, most people know stabilize the neck, right? And that's about as far as it
That's
goes.
it.
Right? That's about as far as it goes. So for different types of injuries, being able to manipulate, a body in a way that's going to reduce travel injuries or reduce injury
Absolutely.
en route to higher level of care. And I think that's one of the things that completely gets neglected by the military. So I'm very happy to hear about your use case. We're trying to keep this short, so the only other question that I have for you is where can we find more about your company and your product?
My products are at www.capableclothing.com. It's currently some of my products are on the site. Some of them have yet to be uploaded.
Okay.
So you can find out a lot about the company and what I'm trying to do on capableclothing.com.
Perfect. I really appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
Told you this would be easy.
It
and
is.
Thank you for coming by.
Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Tanya Wade. I'm with the Manufacturing Solutions Center, which is part of Catawba Valley Community College here in North Carolina. So MSC is a testing, prototyping, R&D facility. We have a wide range of testing, some of which we actually do for the military. So it's everything from antimicrobial to PPE testing to fiber analysis. And then we also have knitting machines in-house. So we have Lenati sock machines, Santoni seamless knit, Stoll flatbed, where we do a wide range of product development as well as production. And then we have a PPE textile resource lab. And this resource lab is used specifically to help brands as well as manufacturers in the military source domestic supplies here in the U.S. So whether it be yarn, fabric, hardware, so forth, the resource lab is built around that piece to help people who are wanting to produce products specifically here in the U.S. And we also have some other things in-house, such as structural testing. So we do a wide range of structural testing with furniture companies. Our customer base is people here in the U.S. as well as other countries. But our main focus and our mission at MSC is to help not only sustain, but also create U.S. jobs. So our main mission is to help support these manufacturers in creating domestic products, whether it be for just brands or the military.
I like the aspect of the resourcing. Again, supply chain being what it is, I think we realized a hard lesson a couple years ago when supply chains got disrupted, and it wasn't just because of the pandemic of people moving items back and forth. It was just that there was a restriction on movement. People couldn't move, people couldn't go anywhere, so that restriction of all that equipment prevented people from doing the things that they would normally do, let alone get into a manufacturing space. And so manufacturing is super important. It's interesting to hear that you have testing, because I think a lot of people forget to do the testing. They just want to build their product, prototype it, and get it to market as quickly as possible. But that third-party test, particularly when approaching the Department of Defense, is very, very important, whether that be, I build it and test it, or I build it and have somebody else test it. But either way, having tested data increases your chances of having somebody finding your technology more interesting and participating in purchase or use or development of it. So I think that's very, very important. The other part that we asked you that I will ask you, and to allow you to get out of here faster, is where can we find more information about the MSC and what you guys do at Catawba Valley Community College?
Yeah, so if you go to Manufacturing Solutions Center.Their, we have all of our testing forms are online, so there's no surprises there. You can see exactly which test methods we perform as well as the prices for each one. And then we also have a lot of education that we do. So we teach hosiery classes, we have stole training, M1 stole training classes. I teach a sewn goods workshop as well for a partner organization called the Carolina Textile District. But all of that, if you go to Manufacturing Solutions Center.Their, you can find all that information or just reach out to us.
All right, perfect. I appreciate you coming on. That was awesome. Really great information. I think this will help a lot of people in our community and find out more. And if you need to get testing, you know where to go. All right, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Rob.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Defense Technology Talks, hosted by the North Carolina Defense Technology Transition Office, or DEFTECH. The views expressed in this broadcast are solely those of the individual contributors. As indicated, DEFTECH does not take responsibility for those statements or opinions and accepts no responsibility or liability for any inaccuracy or omissions reported during this program. The content and interviews are fair use for instructional purposes and to build awareness for the North Carolina innovation ecosystem. The full version of this presentation has been uploaded to our Mobilize platform. Mobilize is just another free service provided to you to access more national security and business collaboration opportunities. You can sign up for more information at deftech.nc.gov. Join us soon for the next podcast coming to a platform near you. DEFTECH is a subsidiary of the North Carolina Military Business Center and receives its support from Fayetteville Technical Community College.